Hi, I'm Joe. Welcome to my YouTube video once again about narcissism. And this video, I wanted to take a look at a continuation of how the scapegoat target views a narcissist. Whether you are a person who's married to a narcissist, a de facto, you're dating this individual, a narcissist, you're somebody who works for a narcissist, you have a parent or a sibling who's a narcissist, whomever they are. Many scapegoats still view this creature, the narcissist, as if they have worth. In other words, if the narcissist has something of value, they have currency, they have depth. In other words, they've got something of positive nature to offer. So scapegoats continue to elevate the narcissist and put them up here on a pedestal, up here, instead of down in the basement, looking down at them where the narcissist really should reside in the eyes of the scapegoat. So the question is, why? Why do many scapegoats still, after all they've been through, vis-a-vis being a victim of this narcissist, after all they've learned, watching YouTube channels like mine and others and reading books and articles. So they've got all this information. Why do many scapegoats targets still view this creature, the narcissist, as being normal with value? Put them up here. So that, they feel as if this creature, the narcissist, has got something. Why do many scapegoats put them here? Why? Well, I think some of the reasons are, I think the main reason is this. The scapegoat target wants something. They lack and they want. So they put the narcissist up here psychologically, because if the scapegoat convinces themselves that this creature, the narcissist, has value, has worth, has something within them, what does that mean? It means the scapegoat can then take from this creature. If the scapegoat convinces himself there's something to take. And many scapegoats will say, oh, no, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're a human being. The human race is only motivated to do or not do anything or say anything when there's something in it for them. We are only motivated towards pain and away to pleasure, towards pleasure and away from pain. So many scapegoats will continue to run a narrative. There's something there. This person has got something I can get from them. So why does the scapegoat do that? Why do they continue to go down the path of wanting to get from this person or people? Why? Because the scapegoat lacks. And most times the scapegoat lacks sense of self, self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-image, self-perception, self-concept. I'm not going to go into the definitions, but the scapegoat is almost using a narcissistic tactic of needing the outside world, which we all do. We need the outside world for survival. But many scapegoats view the outside world as being absolutely imperative. When they come across somebody like this narcissist, who they have maybe had a bit of love bombing coming their way, all of a sudden I think, oh, this person's got worth. Oh, they've got something that I can take from them. And when I get from them what I want, which is usually an uplift temporarily of esteem through love bombing, the scapegoat feels good. So that's why the scapegoat denies, defends, deflects away anything, filters out anything which shows this narcissist is a really bad person. is a narcissist. Oh no, they're not. They're not. I know that there's good in them. Why do they say that? Because there's something for them. They can take from them. If the scapegoat does what they should do, put them down in the basement, there's nothing of worth. Doesn't matter what they do or what they say. This narcissist couldn't care less. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I don't lack anything. I don't want anything from this person. And even if I did, I'm not going to get it. It's a narcissist. They're down in the basement instead of up here on a damn pedestal. So the thought that I have is many scapegoats, their sense of self, all the things I just described or gave names to, self-esteem and all that kind of stuff. All of that there, the lack of sense of self, shows me one thing. Many scapegoats lack what I call having a footing. Now, you would have heard the word footing, and you would have heard the word foundation. Now, just a bit about me. I come from the world of real estate. 6 years full-time study, the equivalent of, plus I've developed real estate. I'm doing a development now, actually. I invest in it, and I sold it because I was a real estate agent. Now, when I was doing my study, I did building subjects, and just to clarify something, this is an aside, you would have heard the words foundations and footings. See, many people see foundations the wrong way. There's three things. A foundation, if you've got a building, the foundation is the ground. Foundation is the soil, sand, clay, loam, rock, waterlogged soil. It's a foundation. Up here is the building, a house, factory, office, whatever. In between the ground foundation and the building, there's a third component in the middle, like a sandwich. You've got building, foundation, and in between the sandwich is what's called the footing. The footing, the definition of a footing, is the man-made structure, which is the means of transferring the weight of the building to the foundation soil. So in between here is the footing. It's not the foundation. See, many people call the footing the foundation. It's not. Foundation is the ground. And on top of that goes the footing, and then on top of that goes the building. So many scapegoats have not built their footing. They put a building on ground, and they haven't built their footing. They look to the outside world to build their footing to give them stability, their sense of self. They go to the outside world, and when they come across this person, the narcissist, whether it's a parent, where they want some kind of a parental attachment, or they're in a relationship with a narcissist, or whomever, they often are really saying to this narcissist, please build my footing, give me my sense of self. You know, I'm going to maintain the narrative, you've got worth, please build my footing. It's about time you abandon that line of thinking. You're not going to get what you want from this creature because they're a narcissist. Indeed, you're going to get negative value, not positive value. They're going to put you down here. You're not going to get anything good. You can lie to yourself and say that you are, but you're not. You are trying to get this person, the narcissist, to build your footing, to support your house, which is on shaky ground. You need to build your own footing. So the moral of this video, and I'll end here, is a lot of the problems that scapegoats have is they have not built their footing. They have not built their self-esteem. They have not built their self-confidence. They have not built their self-concept, self-image, self-everything. You've got to do that for yourself. You cannot go to the outside world, particularly narcissists, and try and get them to build your footing. You've got to build your own footing. And once you've built your footing, all of a sudden, things will start to change. If you don't build your footing to support your own house, you build your own footing. Don't go to them to build your footing. You've got to build your own. When you built your footing and you've got it all nice and solid, whether it's a slab on ground, pier and beam, pile and beam, all the different kinds of footings. When you build your footing, solid man-made structure, then this concept of being with a narcissist, being abused by them, it'll just be water off your back. It'll just, because now you're solid. You've got a footing. You've got no footing, your house is going to shake and it's going to fall to the ground. Okay, I'll leave it there. I hope you got something from this video, and please like, share, subscribe. Maybe go back and watch some of my older videos, and I'll see you next time. See you later.